Hello everybody, welcome. 1 second. There we go. Welcome to a bit more multiplayer Minecraft. Vanilla, still. Where with me here is CangoFango.
Hello.
And currently also Albastro916. That quack was not Albastro, that was Cango.
Hello though.
And we'll have Jamie along shortly, and Willis as well, maybe? I don't know, haven't heard about Willis, but we'll see who we'll get.
Okay.
So at the moment I'm just gathering a bit of clay, but that's not the main thing that I would like to do today.
Okay. In chat we've got Marky.
Marky, hello.
Hello. We've got Remastered.
Hello.
Myself, CangoFango.
Oh, you too? Huh.
Got VGR.
Hello.
VGR, yeah, hello, yes. VGR says, Elisa, hello, Sharadai sir. First, to get these out of the way, highest point 4.85 meters, cab side 4.175 meters, and cab height 4.6 meters. Measurements for the electrolyzer.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad they added these underground clay veins. Clay is now so much easier to obtain in Minecraft than it was previously, because previously you'd pretty much have to go to, well, originally you'd have to go to swamps and dredge it up from the bottom of the swamp, but then they added it to rivers and under the ocean, and also underground just like this, which makes it a lot easier to obtain. And yes, this is a new shovel. It's got efficiency 2 and I'm breaking 2 on it, so not a bad one. And I do have the mods list, so the mods that I have already added to the list for new mods, for the new modded series. And I did want to go over them with everybody here.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
However, I'll just have to message those who aren't here. Also, did you see an error message when you started Discord as well, saying that they're doing their best to get users online again?
No.
Interesting. How is the you?
Yeah? Sorry, just typing. There we go. Boom. Yeah, I'm alright. Just got on. Sorry for being late again.
That's fine.
Oh, I was like, where the heck am I? I'm in the, the quote-unquote off stream section. Oh.
Do you want me to quickly teleport you back?
That would be appreciated.
Okay.
Hey!
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, so you've got your Halloween skin on as well, still.
Yeah, I just forget to change it.
I mean,
Hey.
if you go to all the trouble to get a skin, that's it does look a bit more intimidating like this than it does like this.
Oh, yeah. I think if I take off all the stuff, mine looks better as well.
Well, not all the stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah. You're right.
I made it myself.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do we know if Willis is coming today or not?
I didn't hear anything from him new.
Yeah, he's online currently, but I've not heard from him.
How is everybody else?
Yeah, I am doing well, thank you for asking. Also, thanks for stopping by on the train stream yesterday. It was lovely having you.
Yay. Yeah, I was drawing at the same time, so it was nice just to have a little bit of company.
Nice.
Right, I think I'm gonna go have a little explore.
Do you need more leaves?
If you've got leaves, I wouldn't mind some more leaves.
Okay. Well, I don't have them on me, but I might be able to get some more.
Yeah, no, if it was like, oh, I have some right now I'm trying to get rid of, I'll take it. But if it's a case of, oh, I need to go get some, then don't worry about it.
Okay, then I shan't worry.
Okay, there you go. Right, I'm gonna have a little explore around.
Yeah. So I think we'll go through the mods that I've added to the new list in a little while, because Willis might be along a little bit later. So, yep.
Okay.
Oh, my field of view.
Do I?
There we go.
Oh no, there's the gunpowder. I thought, do I seriously not have any more gunpowder? Oh wait, no, it's upstairs.
I swear I have some upstairs.
Yeah. I just need to get some sand. No, no worry. Okay, sure.
South. East,
Okay.
southeast, west.
So,
Whee!
we to you too. Let's see. What shall I do today? What shall I do? Because actually, I'll have a little fly and go up here, because I think I've got a little bit of a better view from the top of Emichu's tree.
You're welcome.
And there wasn't even a toll gate.
Yet.
Oh no! Right, so
Oh, someone's already been here.
that could be the case.
Wow, well, this trash has already been dug up. 1 gold ingot. Wow, I'm so grateful to whoever left this here.
And then it turns out it was you from like 10 streams ago.
Probably, to be fair.
It would be interesting if Minecraft just randomly spawned crafting tables around the map.
Well, someone's been here. Ah, got another one.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about, because should I just get started with the other projects that I would then continue if and when we go back to vanilla after modded at some point maybe?
Go for it.
Because I don't really have much else to do currently.
No, that's why I'm just going out exploring.
Yeah, so
Oh, thunder.
should I build this over in the sand there and fill out that little area a bit more, or should I build that over in the
This
new
might
area?
have been me, actually. I've trolled myself.
Ah,
It happens.
who could have foreseen this? Also, do you want to know? So, do you remember what I said? I made a little change on Mr. W's space a little while ago.
Yeah.
Since Mr. W isn't here currently,
I'll check Twitch.
and I doubt that he'll watch the archives. Do
Hmm.
you want to be let in on that little secret?
Yes. Please.
So, have you got the stream up?
I do now.
Okay. So, out in front here, you can see how the entire interior of his ground floor is carpeted with red carpet, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that continued out here as well, out in front of the front door, between the fences. And
Oh, is that coral?
Nope. It is red concrete powder instead of the red carpet. So I can dig it out, it's actually the red concrete powder.
That is so subtle.
But I gave him his stuff back. I put a barrel in the corner of the fence over there and put the stuff in there, and he was really confused. Oh, what? There's a barrel and there's some red carpet in here. And then he just took it and didn't give it another thought. So we'll
I
see.
mean, sounds like something I'd do. I'm empty like that.
Yeah, so we'll see if he ever notices.
Would you reveal it to him if he doesn't?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I could either build over here, or I could build in the roofed forest. I think I'm gonna build over here. For this, anyway.
Oh, there's a donkey.
Because it's closer.
Pictures.
So, how should I want this to look? Well, I think I'll like to have the entrance over here. So what I want to start building is either way it's going to be a large structure with a big bit of, there was lightning right there. A large structure that's hollow with plenty of space to either build like an escape room type thing, which I wanted to build, or a parkour thing inside. So either way, I'm gonna need a fairly substantial footprint for this.
So like a big pyramid.
Maybe, or maybe something. I don't know. Maybe, but it's just vaguely a shape.
Okay.
I mean, it might not actually be a shape. It might just vaguely be a shape.
Just vaguely.
Yeah. That's a bit too much. I'll keep that for now.
Also, Shadows, do you think you'll be switching back to the Lithos resource pack before we end the series?
Probably not, because it's autumn and this feels autumny and it's cozy.
All the Halloween stuff is gone from the shops. IRL.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have bought it all then.
How did you know?
Okay, so let's have a look from the air. Okay. I do think that it might be good to start it a couple of blocks offset from the wall here. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
How does that look?
Lightning just struck.
Okay, so that as a gap. And then I think that's the shorter side rather than that. So let's see how many blocks this is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Village! Woo!
I think 30 by 30 is probably large enough, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
1, 2, 3. Actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Then let's bring that across as well, just so that I've got the basic footprint.
So it won't be sandstone then?
No.
Okay.
Although, I would like to have... Actually, I've brought it out too far. I would like to have the entrance down by the water, so that you maybe...
What if it gets flooded?
Well, maybe that's part of the plan.
Imagine that if tides were actually simulated in Minecraft.
It's a good job I found some iron. I need a tool.
You need a what?
A tool.
Okay, I'm just going to shift all of the sand pretty much. Which could come in handy for things like concrete or glass or sandstone.
Oh,
I got the coolest pencil case today.
The coolest what, sorry?
Pencil case.
Oh, right.
Nice. What?
Because I was just going to say, basically, like back in my day, kids just used to have like a zip-up pencil case, and that was
Oh
it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one is like not I don't know, like mechanical, I guess.
Okay.
It's got 4 buttons. One you press and it opens a little tray that has a rubber in it. One you press that has a calculator in it. One that you press that has a sharpener in it, and it's like actually, you can sharpen into it. Like it's like a little container.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one opens like a little drawer with all your pencils and pens in it.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's incredible.
So basically what you're saying is, Go-Go Gadget pencil case.
Literally. It's so cool. I feel so old because I'm like, yo, that's a smashing pencil case. That's grand. But it is. It's so
Yeah.
good.
It sounds nice.
I'll bring it on Thursday. I'm like like a proud parent. Look at my pencil case.
I'm looking forward to
Second
seeing
hand
it.
too. Second hand as well, so even
Yeah.
better because originally it was. Well, it says on there that it was £15.
Mhm.
I got it for 4.
Okay.
Quite the bargain.
Nice. Do you know when it was manufactured?
I don't know.
1927.
It's from.
2001.
It doesn't say.
Ah well.
But listen. This is the noise that the drawer makes. It's so cool.
So it's like spring-loaded then.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm very easily entertained. And it's got little stars and planets on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's always nice
And-
when your toys are also useful. But no, it sounds lovely.
I've got another one on the way because I've got a bit of a. So I saw that one on a second-hand website,
Mm.
and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty good." And I got that one, and I saw another one with dinosaurs on it, and I'm like, "Even better!"
Speaking of dinosaurs,
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
should we maybe get started with the mods list, going through it?
Yeah.
VGR says, yeah, I'm currently adding some power outlets to the electrolyser, 2 at each end.
Okay, I charge per segue into different conversations. Just
Oh, right.
Who do you charge?
anyone who wants this. Why is there magma blocks in here?
Huh.
The-
Odd. Maybe someone's placed those there? Is there maybe a villager underneath? No. Really odd.
That is so weird.
It's probably Herobrine. So,
Stop.
although there is a Herobrine mod, a long-standing one, which actually adds several types of Herobrine to the world that
No,
can
thank
be
you.
summoned or.
No, thank you.
And you know that you can. I think you can rename the .jar files and it'll still load the mod even if you renamed it. So you could be thinking that you're installing something completely different.
No, thank you.
No, I'm just saying.
Me no like you.
VGR says, I would have loved for them to be openable, but the armatures are curse worded.
Ah, I see.
Whoops, sorry, forgot to censor.
Ooh, a golem. Hello.
So, so the first mod is the prehistoric nature mod, which of course adds all of those lovely prehistoric animals and plants and also some fungi that you can revive through getting the fossils. So basically the way it works is, as you're underground, depending on what level you're at, you'll find different fossil blocks. So if you're higher up, you might find some from the Cretaceous or from the Jurassic, and then if you go lower down, you might find some from the Carboniferous or the Silurian or something like that. And so then if you dig those with a normal pickaxe, you get the actual like stone fossil block, and then you need to break it with a special pickaxe for it to drop the actual fossil items, and those are just generic fossils from that era. And then you put those fossils into an acid bath
Oh,
to clean them. So you dissolve all of the rock around, leaving the actual fossils. And I've run out of space. Hold on, 1 second.
Wait, you can place the shulker boxes sideways.
Yeah.
Can you also place them on the ceiling?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. So the
that's good for storage.
Yeah.
yeah. So you can then get the actual specific fossils out of the acid bath, which is like, for example, Megalosaurus or Gigantigraptus or something like that, Megalograptus or something like that. And then you've got those actual fossils, and then you need to combine them again to extract the DNA from them, and then you get a thing called a placeable node. And then if you can place that into the world, and then you've actually got the prehistoric life form back living.
Yeah.
And there are so many of them. And they've got really
so fun.
and they've got really, really good animations as well. Like with the dinosaurs, they've even bothered to put in, like with the bigger ones, they've even bothered to put in like the legs shaking from the weight with every step. Like the muscles shaking, and they've even got some of them have got different behaviors with each other, where they might like wrestle or headbutt or stuff like that. And they've got custom sound. All of them have got custom sounds as well. And it's not just terrestrial life forms; it's also aquatic. Like there are loads of prehistoric fish and cephalopods and arthropods and all of that sort of stuff. And I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay.
And then the next one is an expansion of that mod, which adds the placeable skeletons for so many of those. Not all of them, but so many of them, where for the smaller ones, it's just a single bone that you can get out of the fossils that you break normally. But for the larger ones, you need to get multiple of the same drop to then complete the skeleton, which you can then also rotate on the block.
Just like Animal Crossing.
And that's got those two.
Is that another village? Oh, sorry.
It looks like it.
Sorry.
And then you've got right. So that's the first kind of core mod. The next one is called Thaumcraft. Have you heard of Thaumcraft before now? Thaum craft. Thaumcraft.
No, I have not.
Basically, it's a really very long-standing magic mod where you can. It's progression-based, so you. Basically, it adds a whole bunch of crystals to the underground, and they look really nice and emit light. And then if you break some of them, it tells you that you feel a bit strange and you should sleep on this. And then once you've slept, you wake up with a written book in your inventory that tells you that you've had a strange dream where you combined these items together and it formed a magic dust which you put onto a bookshelf. And then you've got to follow that, and then you get a magic book, which basically, you remember how with the Astral Sorcery, the book, you can, if you right-clicked it, you had that starry background where you had the different chapters you could go into, and it unlocked as you went. Well, this is the same sort of thing, where it unlocks the different branches of magic as you progress through the mod, where one branch of it is spells that you can load into a gauntlet, and the other one is, for example, brewing, where you've got a special cauldron where you can put different items in to create different things. And there's also Golemancy, where you can make your own little golems from different materials, and like with different, like one of them, you can change the different parts of them as well. Like you can put in wheels as the legs, or you can put in strong claws or precision hands, and then give them orders of what to do. So they can, for example, break blocks for you, or sort them into chests, or pick up items, or do all sorts of things. And it's got loads of these different branches of the mod. And the mod also adds to pretty much every item different like elements that the items are made of. And then you can break things down into those elements to do magic with them. And it's a really long-standing mod, and one that I have been interested in for quite a long time, but have never actually got the chance to play with. So that's that's the second kind of core mod, and those are the two that I would like to have into focus on, because, like I said before, I'd really like to have a smaller number of like big mods to focus on, so that we can actually make more progress in the individual mods.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of the core mods. And then as for supporting mods, so these are mods that do add quite a bit of gameplay, but that aren't necessarily mods that you can just completely focus on and delve endlessly into. The first one is called Tinkerer's Construct, which basically adds a tool and weapon customization system where you can make the handle and the binding and the head of the tools separately and out of different materials. And then you can, depending on what those materials are, they've got different properties. So, like for example, if you make the binding out of paper, it adds another modifier slot where you can, for example, put moss onto, which repairs the tool automatically if in sunlight. Or you can put on lapis lazuli, which acts like haste. Or lapis is fortune, but redstone acts like haste.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can customize those tools, and you can have like different. You've got hammers that you can make, which break a 3x3 instead of a 1 block if you go mining with them. And so the mod also adds a forge multi-block where you can put ores in, and it actually smelts them into liquid metal that you can then cast into basins and into the shapes of the different tools. And so I think that could be a lot of fun to play around with, but it's not it's not a really core mod, I'd say, but fun to play around with nonetheless.
Yeah.
So
this village has a lot of libraries that aren't libraries.
Well said.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good,
I
thank
saw
you.
that.
I mean, I'd be fine. It's water, but
Right, the next supporting mod is called Open Blocks, and that basically just adds a whole bunch of random, really useful features, and some that are just random. Basically, so like one of the features is it adds like an elevator block where you surround an ender pearl with wool to get an elevator block, and if you put 2 of those blocks above each other, then if you stand on the lower one and you jump, it teleports you to the one above, and if you're on the upper one and you crouch, it teleports you to the one below. So
that's cool.
yeah, it's really easy for getting up and down like that, and it adds like blocks that you can place down, which only exist for you if you're wearing the corresponding colored glasses. So if it adds the ability to drain XP as a liquid through a grate if you stand on it, and you can put it into storage tanks, and then you can use a shower, like a shower head, to shower yourself with XP to get
That's so cool.
Yeah, and it adds basically a whole bunch of random features. It also adds like a fan block that you can turn on to push, like to blow items in a direction,
That's cool.
and a whole bunch of things like that. Then we've got Quark, which
Quark?
yeah, Quark, yeah. It adds, probably named after the subatomic particle, not the character. Although who knows? And that adds a whole bunch of really useful and quality of life features. Like for example, if you've got two doors, like double doors, and you right click one of them, it opens both of them.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it also adds wood specific types for doors and trapdoors, and chests and crafting tables. So if you make like a spruce chest, it actually looks like spruce wood, for example.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, and it adds some really nice world generation stuff as well, mainly for the underground, so that you've got a whole bunch of different cave types. Like you've got frozen caves or crystal caves, and you've got a whole bunch of these different cave types with dripstone blocks in them, like the
modded one.
Yeah, modded ones, not the ones that they added in 1.17, but yeah. And a whole bunch of quality of life improvements as well that are just, that feel like they really should be part of the game.
I'll read chat, just 2 messages, if that's alright.
Sure, if you wish.
VGR says about the Tinker's Construct mod.
Yep.
You can make extremely OP weapons with that.
Yes, you can.
Also, Elisa says, Quark is indispensable.
See? Told you. A whole bunch of really useful stuff. Yeah, but like Quark also adds a feature where you can, like where dispensers can place blocks as well. So you can use it for automation if you're so inclined. And stuff like that. Then, this is kind of a little bit of a late, like last minute addition. I decided to also add in Industrial Craft 2. Just because it adds, not as a main focus mod, but because it adds a whole bunch of machines that just make you, it can accelerate the collection of resources.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Willis will have arguments
Oh no!
like that.
No!
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to be
That's
teleported?
unfortunate.
Or are you good? Actually, hold on. I'll be with you in a second. This is going to be too long. 1 second.
God dang it, Minecraft, load
Can't
your
hear you.
chunks.
1 second. This is just... Now can hear you again.
Just said, God dang it, Minecraft, please load your chunks faster.
Yeah, so just because Industrial Craft 2 allows you to get resources a lot faster. Like for example, with crushers, you're able to get the very quickly.
Oh, no.
Not again!
You need gold armor.
Do you? I mean, I can easily spare some gold armor if you need it. Just let me know and I'll give you something. Anyway, yeah, just so it makes resource collection, it can make it a lot faster. Like for example, with electric furnaces, you don't constantly need to be on the hunt for coal to smelt stuff because you can just use solar power with it and that sort of thing. So that's why I decided to add that in. Then we go over to aesthetic mods.
Oh, no.
So where did it respawn you, Blue?
You know, if you need assistance, please do say and I'll be more than happy to help. Or even if it's just to supply some golden boots or something. Anyway, the offer's there. So, aesthetic mods. First
I
one.
might need to be teleported back in a bit.
You?
Yeah, and not right now, but in a bit.
Okay. So, dynamic trees is the first one. I'm starting to suspect that this is this. Do you think this is deliberate or not?
She might be. She might be trying to get her stuff back.
Yeah, but like, yeah, but if you're trying to get your stuff back, then accepting some golden boots is going to make that a whole lot easier.
She may want to do it herself.
That's okay. So yeah, dynamic trees replaces the vanilla trees with trees that actually grow dynamically. So if you place it down as a little sapling, then over time the tree will actually grow taller and grow branches, and the trunk will thicken and all that sort of thing, and the leaves will grow dynamically around obstacles and things like that. No two trees look the same. And they also have the ability to just throw down their seeds onto the ground when they're big enough. And yeah. Yeah. And those do have a percentage chance of planting themselves. So the tree lines can change slightly, although it does take quite a long time. And you can also get the regular vanilla trees still if you combine the new saplings with a bucket of dirt. You can switch them between the vanilla ones and the dynamic trees ones. So gathering wood is a lot faster with the vanilla trees, so you can just switch them back and forth. But they do make the world feel a lot more natural and a lot more pretty, I think.
Yeah.
So then I've got dynamic surroundings, which adds more realistic sounds, like walking sounds, and it also adds sounds if you're walking through tall grass, like a rustling sound or things like that. It also adds sound to rushing water, so it actually sounds like waterfalls if you have them. And it adds a whole bunch of particles, like, for example, if water and lava meet, there's steam particles where they meet on the edge. And basically it adds a whole bunch of sounds and visual effects that make it feel a bit more realistic and immersive. Yeah. But that's one that that's client-side only, so if you don't like it, or if it's a bit laggy maybe, then you can remove that without issue. The next one is Biomes Aplenty, which basically just adds dozens of new biomes with their own unique tree types and plants, and it just adds so much more variety to exploring the world, because there's genuinely just so much to discover if you like.
Oh no.
Oh well.
You love people. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah.
Oh well. They can join back whenever they feel like it.
I may need to teleport home, actually.
When?
Let me land.
You want to what?
Let me land. Oh. Okay. Now.
Now?
Yeah, anytime now. Ow. What if I only had one heart, huh?
Who knows?
Oh, very.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so...
Hi. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks. So that's what Biomes Aplenty just makes exploring so much more fun, and because because there are so many biomes, you genuinely don't know what landscape lies beyond the horizon. Because with regular vanilla, you kind of get a hang for, okay, these are the biomes that exist, and it's just But with Biomes Aplenty, there's just so many of them that it doesn't. Exploring stays interesting for so much longer. And even back then they had a cherry grove biome where they added, where they have the flowering cherry trees. And they've got two separate versions. They've got the pink cherry trees and the white cherry trees. And I found one of those, and it just looks so beautiful with the color of the grass in that biome as well, and the clover on the ground and things like that. Anyway, then we've got like 3 different compatibility mods that change the trees from Biomes of Plenty, Thaumcraft, and Quark to...
Oh my god, a piglin!
Well, must have walked through the portal
It
then.
may have been the one.
He's not attacking me.
Well, why would he? You
It's a
haven't...
zombie piglin.
Yeah, he wouldn't attack you unless you attack him.
God, that scared me. I thought, who the heck is this?
Yep. Oh, the pumpkins have
no.
gone.
Yeah, I'm cleaning up.
Aww. Okay, so yeah, those basically...
Oh, this might be where Evie died, because my door was open. So maybe Evie was around here?
I've no idea. Right.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so the dynamic trees compatibility mods, so that the Biomes of Plenty trees and Thaumcraft trees and Quark trees are all dynamic trees, not vanilla trees.
Trees.
Yes, definitely. Then I've got sound filters, which basically adds reverb to your whatever location you're in, based on the shape of the space you're in and the hardness of the blocks around you, which is like what we've got here, where if you're in caves, there's actually reverb and things like that, which works really very well together with dynamic surroundings. Then we've got Bibliocraft, which we already used previously, which adds the chairs and tables and all that sort of stuff, and the grandfather clock and all those furniture things.
Those are fun.
And the shelves. And then we've got the sit mod, which is also one we've used before, and I believe I previously already mentioned this, but the thing where you had to replace the block after you've sat on it, I think that was just an incompatibility with the IDO movement mod that we were using, because now I put the sit mod in again and it works flawlessly. You can sit down, get up, sit down, get up, and it works because I got a newer movement set mod which works better than IDO anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then path under gates, so that you can put path blocks under gates.
Rand.
Oh right, then I've got one. Now the name sounds a bit intimidating, but it's fine, I promise. It's called Hardcore Darkness. What it does is, so I've configured it such that the brightness at night on the overworld is dependent more so on the phase of the moon. Now by default, if it's a new moon, it's completely pitch black, but I increased that slightly so that you can still find your way, even if it is a new moon. But it makes that difference a lot more pronounced. And also, it removes the minimum block light level, which means that exploring caves is a lot more fun, because like this, if you go into a cave with this mod, then if there aren't any light sources, it is just completely black, which means as you place torches, how the cave continues is actually revealed to you, because previously, like what it's like now, if you walk into a cave and you turn your brightness up, you can already see how the cave twists and turns without having to light it up. But now with this mod, every time you place a torch, a little bit more gets revealed to you. And in my playtests, I found that is just a whole lot more fun. But that's another one that I think is client-side, so I think you can...
I already get lost in the cave.
Well, it doesn't actually change the brightness of light sources. It's just, if you don't place them, it's black. But it's something that we can
experiment with.
Yeah, we can experiment with. Because in my playtests, I found it really fun to explore caves, because especially with the sound filters, because if you're walking along a cave, placing torches, and then you go out into an opening, and suddenly the reverb changes and becomes much more open, so you know you're in a larger space. And then as you put down torches, so you thought that was a dead end, but then you put a torch down and actually no, it continues on a little bit that way, which you previously couldn't see because it was black, and so it just gradually gets revealed to you as you put down light sources. Which, I mean, it might not work out. It might not. I guess we'll see. I also disabled the mod in the Nether because by default it removes the minimum light level. Willis, hello.
Willis! He's not in voice chat yet. Here he is.
Hello, Willis.
Oh man, that whole time change thing got me all messed up again. I was an hour early last week, and now I'm an hour late this week.
Oh.
Hello.
How are you?
Late.
Oh. It's okay. I'm always late.
I can confirm. Right, so we're just going over the mods that I've added to the new list of mods. And I guess I'll quickly start over. Or actually, Emichu, you've just heard the mods. You can.
Where's this list at?
I've not posted it yet.
I guess that's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Rincewath
because
says, yes, Paradise, now you can start again.
yeah, because because I was literally just play testing it up until pretty much before the stream started. So yeah, because bugs
I was going
and
the wrong
performance
way.
and anyway, so the first one, of course, is prehistoric nature, which
Paradise, I was
adds.
just going to say, I was going the wrong way, so if you hadn't have teleported me back, I would have been lost.
You're welcome. So yeah,
Right.
prehistoric nature, which adds so many prehistoric animals and plants and also some fungi from the different eras, which you can revive through obtaining fossils, and the different eras of fossils spawn depending on the corresponding height levels in the world, and then through a process you can revive them, and they are really very high quality, where like in their animations and textures and all of that.
By the way, Willis, don't forget to
Behaviors.
start your stream.
If you plan to stream.
Oh yeah.
And they've also got placeable
Yeah.
fossil skeletons of a lot of them.
Hmm.
And then the next one is Formcraft, which is a very long-standing magic mod, which is progression-based, so very much like Astral Sorcery, for example. You obtain a book, and then you go through the different things in the book, which then unlocks more things, and it's got a whole bunch of different branches of magic you can go through. Like you can make small golems that you can customize and give different tasks to do, so you can do some automation with that or some stuff like that. And you can brew different things in cauldrons, and it just adds a whole lot of magic things, which I've been excited to explore for quite a long time, but have never been able to play with up until now. And those are the two kind of core mods that I've put in, because, like I said before, I'd really like us to more focus on a smaller number of core mods this time around, so we can make more progress in those mods, rather than spread ourselves out across a whole bunch of them. So those are the two core mods. Then for supporting mods, which are mods that do add quite a bit of gameplay, but not enough to really go very, very, very in depth into and spend a whole lot of time with. So, actually, hold on. That is sand. That's yeah. So the first one is Tinker's Construct, which basically allows you to customize your tools, and you can make the different parts of the tools and weapons out of different materials, which have different benefits and drawbacks. So you can then also put modifiers on those tools and things like that, which I think would be fun to play around with. Then I've got open blocks, which just adds a whole bunch of really useful random features. Like, it allows you to drain your XP as a liquid, and then store it in tanks, and then give it back as a liquid XP shower. Like, it's literally a shower head. And it adds things like, for example, like a teleporter elevator, where you can put 2 of these elevator blocks above each other, and then if you're on the bottom one, you press spacebar, it teleports you to the top one, and if you're on the top one and you press shift or crouch, I suppose, then you get teleported to the bottom one, and a whole bunch of really useful things like that. Then we've got Quark, which adds a whole bunch of quality of life things, basically. Like, for example, with doors, if you've got 2 doors next to each other, and you right-click to open one of them, it opens both of them, like double doors. It also has wood-type specific instances of chests and crafting tables, for example, and also adds a whole bunch of different wood-type doors and trapdoors. So that if you make a chest out of spruce wood, for example, then it'll actually look like the spruce wood chest and things like that. Quark also adds a whole bunch of terrain generation improvements underground. It adds so many different cave types, like you have frosty caves or overgrown caves, or you have basically crystal caves, and a whole bunch of that, basically. So it makes exploring underground a lot more fun as well. And then I've also, this is kind of as a last minute addition, I've decided to put in Industrial Craft 2 as well.
I said that's not going to be a side project for you, will it?
Well,
It's going to be the main thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, I put it in because it allows resources to be collected and processed a lot more quickly. So, yeah, but I don't intend it as a main mod for myself, but who knows. So yeah, I put that in there, and then we'll go over to aesthetic mods.
Woo!
Yes, continue.
No, just... Okay, there you go.
Thank you. So we've got dynamic trees, which replaces the vanilla tree generation, because in vanilla, if you put down a sapling and then some time will pass, the finished tree will just plop into existence at its place. But with dynamic trees, when you plant a sapling, the tree will actually slowly grow over time, and it will branch out, and the trunk will get wider and things like that as it grows, and no 2 trees will end up growing in the exact same way. And so it makes the world a lot more immersive and a lot more pretty, I find. But you can get the regular vanilla trees as well if you combine one of the dynamic trees saplings with a bucket of dirt. Because the vanilla trees are a lot easier to farm wood for, because they grow a lot faster and yield more wood. But yeah, so you can have the best of both worlds with that.
Guys, I found my my emerald maker again in this world.
Oh, what do they want?
Leather, and someone else wants coal, and I have a lot of coal.
And if you had an automated cactus farm, you could have infinite leather.
I mean, it's not automated, but it's something.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, so then... Oh, right, the next one is one that I'm also really excited about, which is Biomes O'Plenty, which adds dozens upon dozens of new biome types with their own unique generation, like terrain generation method, and tree types, like wood types, and grass color, and watercolor, and even sky color for some of them, so that as you explore the world, because there are just so many new biomes, you genuinely don't know what you're going to find or stumble across as you go. And there are so many new wood types you can find as well to build with and all that sort of thing, which all, of course, have their sets of doors and trapdoors and fences and all that sort of stuff as well. So, yeah, biomes are plenty. And then I've got compatibility mods which replace the biomes of plenty trees and Thorncraft trees and quark trees with dynamic tree versions of those trees, so that it all fits nicely together. Then I've got sound filters, which is basically what we're currently using, which adds reverb depending on the shape of the space, well, the shape and size of the space you're in,
Whoa.
and the hardness of the blocks around you, and line of sight as well, and things like that. Everything.
This so-and-so wants 9 bits of leather now for an emerald.
Did you hit him? Or someone else?
No.
Inflation.
It probably is inflation, because I gave him so much, and now he's like, nope.
Huh.
He knows you're desperate for him, so the price went up.
Probably. And now this
Supply-
one doesn't want to talk. Why are you not talking to me, mate?
Supply and demand.
Might not have an occupation anymore.
But he looks like he has an occupation, or he just...
Hmm.
Ah! My
Anyway.
insult was lost in the water.
That would be great as a metaphor. Right, so yeah, that's sound filters. And then I've added Bibliocraft again, which adds the chairs and tables and grandfather clock and all of that stuff that we've used previously as well. And then the sit mod, which actually works properly now, because if you remember previously, you had to break the stair or slab that you sat on every time you sat on it to work again. And I think that must have been an incompatibility with the IDO mod, which expanded the movement set, like with newer versions swimming and stuff like that. Because now it works properly. So yeah, that's good. And then path under gates, so that you can put paths under gates. And then one which the name sounds a bit intimidating, but don't worry, it's fine. It's called Hardcore Darkness, which I've configured such that it basically, on the overworld, on the outside, in the outside, it makes the brightness at night dependent on the phase of the moon. And by default, it's completely pitch black if it's a new moon, but I've changed it so that you can still actually see stuff even then. And it also gets rid of the minimum light level, the minimum block light level, which means that caves, if you don't have torches, are actually completely pitch black, which doesn't sound fun at first, but I've tried it out in my playtests with it, and to me at least, it makes exploring caves so much more fun, because every time you place a torch, it actually reveals a new bit of the cave. And so often I was going through a cave and I thought, oh, the cave probably just ends there, and I put a torch down, and then I thought, oh, actually no, it branches off, or it goes that way. And it also works quite well with the dynamic. Actually, I skipped over the dynamic surroundings mod, sorry. Yeah, because dynamic surroundings is another one that I've got, which adds more realistic walking sounds, and like if you're walking through grass, it adds like a swooshing sound, and it adds a whole bunch of particles. Like if water and lava meet, at that point where they meet, it adds steam particles, and it adds sounds to rushing water, so it actually sounds like waterfalls and things like that, which is really, really great in caves, especially with the sound filters mod and the hardcore darkness, where it actually you pay more attention to the shape of the cave from the sounds, from the reverberation as you're in. To me, it just adds a whole lot, basically. Right, then we're into new mods, because the other people haven't heard these before, except Cango. So basically, Jamie hasn't heard these before. Which the first one is the camera mod, which we had previously.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah. So of course you can take photos, put them up in game, or put them onto into albums, basically. And the next mod, Jamie is going to be very excited by, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It is a single word, and it's the word rats.
Yes.
Basically, the mod adds rats.
Woo!
And those rats have really surprisingly complicated behaviors, where they, first of all, they look really great. Where
And they all look great. Rats look grand.
well, yeah, but the representation in the game as well. So
Rat
like,
representation.
they've got like little twitching. What's the
Whiskers.
Whiskers. They've got little twitching whiskers and noses that go around, and if they're in darkness, like or in block light level lower than 7, I think, or something like that, their eyes glow yellow for night shine, and they've got really quite complex behavior as well. Where actually, I'm not sure that I want to spoil it, but if you make cheese and you throw it to them, then you can tame them. And you can have them sit on your shoulders as well, and you can follow you and stuff like that. And you can even give them upgrades so that they can do some tasks for you as well. And so...
Oh, they just gotta sit there and look cute. That's what they gotta do. Oh.
And, yes. So that is rats.
Hell yeah.
Also, I realize I should have probably turned all of that coal into coal blocks before using it to smelt with, but oh well. Right, so then I've added the fairy lights mod again.
Oh, I love that one.
Because, yeah, that's just a fun one. And then one that Willis suggested, which is advanced chimneys. So, Willis, would you like to elaborate on what that mod does?
The chimney's actually chimney.
Yes. Basically, it is part of a larger set of mods, but it works on its own, and I've only got that mod. I don't have the actual larger set, just the advanced chimneys.
What are the other ones?
The other one simulates pollution levels in game and that sort of stuff, but the chimneys basically machines or blocks that would generate smoke, like furnaces, for example. By default, if you put it down, it just spews smoke out everywhere, from the block. So it's not very easy to work with like that. But you can very simply craft chimneys. It's basically just imagine like a ladder without the middle block. And you can use a whole bunch of different blocks, like cobblestone or even dirt, so it's very, very cheap to make. And if you put those next to the furnaces, it'll draw the smoke in there and then emit it out the top of the chimney instead. And you can even have vents to guide smoke sideways and merge it together to then have it come out. And you can actually see when people are smelting things, because you'll have smoke.
It's like, no, I'm not home. Then why's your chimney on her?
Exactly.
There's a villager.
I like to have a toasty for when I get back.
BGR asks, do they have a Plague Tale levels of AI?
Well, with the rats, a part of the mod is the plague rats, but that's something that's turned off because of peaceful mode. So yeah.
Rats are lovely.
Yeah, the rats genuinely are lovely. Although they can be a tiny bit mischievous as well.
Oh,
even better! Right, so...
Your rat bites me.
I'll give it a pat on the head.
Postman or otherwise. Right, and then some...
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. And then some more ones that Willis suggested, which is a whole bunch of the Macaw's mods. Now, the Macaw's doors and trapdoors I haven't put in because the Quark mod and the Prehistoric Nature mod already add so many different wood types for so trapdoors and doors for different wood types. Because the Prehistoric Nature mod, all of the different prehistoric wood types also have their own complete wood sets. In addition to actually like bridge blocks to bridge across, like the Macaw's Bridges mod. So that's why I've also not put that one in. But the ones I have put in is Macaw's Fences and Walls.
There is a double chest here with just one bit of dirt in it.
Someone must have placed it there.
That is
Actually,
concerning.
What kind of bridges does the other thing add?
I think. One second. I think that is. I think that might have been mine. I think that was mine probably. You mean the Prehistoric Nature mod?
Yeah, you said it already has bridges.
Yeah. So it works like the Macaw's Bridges mod would work for 1.12, where for a whole bunch of different wood types, you can make bridge blocks, which basically they're like 2 blocks wide, centered on one block, I think, on the middle, and they've got railings either side, and you can have them go across or widen and things like that. So it's basically like the Macaw's Bridges mod would work.
Does it have multiple types of bridges?
Like for different wood types, yes.
I would say, because the Macaw's also has, you can have stone bridges and brick bridges, and then it also has like rope bridges and rail bridges.
But the rail bridges, I'm not sure if those would be available in the 1.12 version of the mod.
Yes, in the Macaw's they are.
Yeah, but also in the 1.12 version of Macaw's, or not? Because
yes, the 1.12 version of Macaw's has rail bridges.
Okay. Well, I'll have a look at that again, and I might add it as well. We'll see.
Sorry, I love me some good old bees.
It's all right.
Okay, so by the way, I'm just using this stuff to build the basic shape of it, and then I'll add more details later once I've decided on the shape.
Okay.
Actually, that needs to be a bit larger. Yeah, so then I've got Macaw's Furniture, which I don't think that those furniture blocks are actually functional. I think they're purely decorative. But they do look very nice. So yeah, and then Macaw's Paintings, which adds a whole bunch of more pretty paintings to the vanilla paintings. Macaw's Roofs, which adds diagonal roof blocks in different variants with roof windows as well, like rafter windows.
Wow, look at this!
Ooh.
Sorry, such a simple thing, but look at that!
Oh yeah. A huge underwater cave, just a big old hole filled with water.
That's lovely.
We should have built round here. We could have had a communal lake.
I mean, you can make a note of it, and then maybe we can build something there.
Yeah, I've got it on my map now.
Nice.
Oh, that's so pretty though. Something so simple but so... Oh! I like it.
Yeah, it's lovely. Right, so then we've got Macaw's Paths and Pavings, which adds a whole bunch of different types and patterns of like paving blocks that have transparent gaps between the different stones and things, so that depending on which block you place them on, you can have so many different combinations of actual paving stones and like filler material, and so you can have so many different things with that. And then also Macaw's Windows, which adds a bunch of windows that you can open by right-clicking on them.
I love it.
Then we'll go over to utility mods. So, just enough items, of course.
Heck yeah.
Then here's what you're looking at, and Jade. Now, Jade was suggested by Willis. What specifically is Jade supposed to add in addition to here's what you're looking at?
Crap. I can't remember off the top of my head now. I've been looking at so many different ones, I can't forget which one is which.
Because I did install it, but I'm not sure that I noticed that big of a difference. So I'm not sure if it's working right, or if it's just maybe here's what you're looking at already updated and added those things or something. I don't know. But
I'm thinking, 'cause here's what you're looking at. They stopped
Supporting it?
Updating it.
supporting it
Mhm.
and updating it, and it was kind of a Jade was like a continuation of it by somebody else.
Okay.
yeah, but here's what you're looking at for 1.12.2 still works perfectly fine. So maybe we don't need Jade then?
Possibly.
Yeah, sod Jade. Never liked her.
Right, so then I've got a mod called Not Enough IDs, which...
IDs.
ID, like as in identifiers.
Yeah, identification.
Yeah. Which basically just increases the ID cap on items for Minecraft. Because the prehistoric... Basically, Minecraft has a...
Set number.
Yeah, a set limit of how many item IDs it can handle. And if you have more than that, then it'll just throw out of range exception errors and it'll crash. And because mostly the prehistoric nature mod has just so many, a ludicrous amount of items and variations and creatures and all that sort of stuff, with the addition of the other mods, it went past that limit. So I had to install that to actually make it run. But it works fine. Then we've got carry on again, so you can pick up animals and chests and spawners and things like that.
That's so useful.
And yeah. And then I've got craft tweaker 2, so to add some custom recipes if we need them. Inventory tweaks, which allows you to automatically sort the contents of inventories, for example, by middle clicking, things like that.
Grand.
Nature's compass. Which of course allows you to find biomes. Then fast leaf decay, which isn't really that necessary with the dynamic trees, because dynamic trees, if you cut them down, the tree actually falls over, and then
That's cool.
But if people do want to farm wood with vanilla trees, then having the fast leaf decay will be very useful.
I can't get over that lake. That is such a nice lake.
Yeah, it does look very nice. Right, and then we've got Ender Crop, which basically adds a single new crop where you can find the seeds in like dungeon or Minecraft, mineshaft chests, like loot chests. And I increased the spawn rate of them a little bit. And basically, you plant it. It'll take a while to grow, but then it'll grow ender pearls for you.
Wow.
So, yeah. And then I also added... Oh?
Oh no.
Did it crash?
Stream cut out. Oh, actually? Yeah, stream cut out.
Did your screens go black?
Nope. OBS just warned me, but I ended it and now I've just restarted it. Because I don't want it to crash.
Okay.
I don't want people to lose out seeing this lake. Beautiful.
Right, so, yeah. Alright, I added a minimap mod. Now I know Willis, you suggested Zero's minimap and world map, but instead I chose to go for journey map, which basically adds both of those mods' functionalities. So you can put waypoints in and you can show a world map that shows all the stuff that you've explored. And it's also got a mini-map. It just has a bit more versatility to it. And so...
Cango, will you need bricks when you come back on?
I don't know how many I've got. It's been so long. It's been a long
bet you're
time,
cool.
yeah.
How have you been?
So how many do you have?
I've now got 3 stacks.
Okay. So do you need them yourself?
No, I got them because I know that you need some.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, there we go then.
Thank you.
So journey maps. And then I've got a mod that basically replaces IDO. So it adds the newer version, the newer Minecraft version movement systems where you can actually swim through water, and if you go under, oh, this is a different block. And if you go under a trapdoor and you close the trapdoor, it'll like squish you down so that you can crawl through. And it's a lot smoother than IDO, and it doesn't mess.
Break the sit.
Yeah, it
sit
doesn't.
mod.
Yeah, it doesn't mess with the sit mod either. So, yeah, that's called Aqua Acrobatics.
Mm.
And then I've got a mod called Peaceful Plus, which basically just adds ways of obtaining certain items in peaceful mode that you would otherwise not really be able to obtain. Like you can find sulfur and saltpeter as ores, and then you can crush them and combine them to get gunpowder. And you can also find bone fossil blocks, which you can break to get bone meal and bones underground. And basically a whole bunch of stuff like that. It also adds flax flowers, which if you break you can get string. And yeah, so basically it just adds the ability to obtain more items in peaceful mode than you would otherwise be able to. And then instead of the... Because Willis, I know you suggested the iron chests mod, but instead I put in the storage drawers mod, which is similar but a bit different. Basically with storage drawers you can build these connecting storage systems where each block can hold a whole bunch of items, like more, like for example, okay, so you can make different subdivision of drawers. If you have the just a simple basic drawer block, it can hold one type of item, but it can hold like how many would it be? Like 32 stacks or more of that. Actually, no, it would be more of that one item, and then you can put upgrades in them to increase that even more. So you can hold hundreds of stacks of cobblestone, for example, in one block, and it'll show you the number underneath because it has like an icon of the item that's in the block on the side. And then you can make divided ones. So you can have 2 where it separates it, and
I found our off-stream location.
I
was like, that's a big building to have just spawned. Oh, it's Willis's.
Surprise!
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so basically you can also, if you put them next to each other, you can put on like a storage controller, and if you put items into the controller, it'll automatically sort them into the corresponding storage drawer in that system. And so it's great for bulk storage. And you could also visually see where different items are, like in which block, because it's got the icons on the actual blocks for the items.
That's cool.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 blocks, 12. So 5, and then I need
another village.
6, 7.
Another village?
Apparently.
Don't mind if I do.
Yes, that's storage drawers. And then I originally had the wearable backpacks mod again that we used previously, but I decided to instead go for the traveler's backpack mod, which basically has the same functionality. You can make backpacks that you can wear without it obscuring the armor slot, and you can access them as well just from your inventory by pressing B.
Great.
Only those backpacks also have a built-in crafting table,
No, that's
and
cool.
they also have built-in sleeping bags. So
Yeah!
you can, if you use the sleeping bag, it doesn't set your spawn; it just skips the night.
That's cool.
And they also have 2 fluid tanks, which each hold 4 buckets of any fluid you like. So they're just a whole bunch more useful. And there are different types that you can get
Ow.
that have different benefits as well. But yeah, that's Traveler's Backpack. Then I put in...
I was just going to say, if I find a farmer villager that will accept hay, I'm going to be rolling in them.
Right, so then I also put in the uncrafting table mod again, so that you can reverse craft blocks, because that's just something that's I find useful. And then craftable ink sacks, which just adds a crafting recipe for ink sacks. The craftable slime balls, which is the same one as before, where you can use a bottle on mossy cobblestone to then get a slime bottle, and then you can smelt that to get slime balls. Craftable sponges, which adds a crafting recipe for sponges, which is useful for other mods that require sponges. And then I've got a mod called Simple Teleporters, which, because with Biomes O'Plenty, I figured that people may want to build in different biomes, and so some of our bases might not... I mean, we might start out pretty close, but people might build a little further away. And so with Simple Teleporters, I mean, they aren't exactly cheap, but they're quite easy to make.
Okay, so yeah, simple but pricey.
Well, not that pricey, a bit, but not that pricey. It just requires
and
a whole...
100...
No, nowhere near that pricey. But basically, you can make a teleporter.
So you have to chop off your character's arm and leg.
Basically. So you... No. So you make a teleporter block, you place that down, and then you can make like a teleporter shard. And if you shift right click on a block, the shard will store that location and your player's rotation as well you're facing. And then you can put that shard into the teleporter block, and then if you step on the teleporter and crouch, it'll teleport you over to that other location. So...
Someone stole my shard.
Well,
I guess you're not getting home.
Basically. So, yeah, just so that we can more easily actually play together in multiplayer, even if our bases are a bit further apart. And then Hunger and Peace, so that the normal health regen and hunger regen in peaceful mode is disabled, so you can actually, eat foods, basically. Then I have Canny Composter, which, because this 1.12 is before they Minecraft added composters, and so you can put items in the composter, like organic items in the composter, and it'll slowly turn into compost, which functions as bone meal. So that you can...
so it's actually like a proper compost and not just shove everything in and hope that it works.
Well, it's basically you shove stuff in and hope it works, but it works a little bit differently. But yeah, just so that because bone meal is going to be a little bit more rare since skeletons don't spawn and the Minecraft composters aren't a thing. So this way you can just get the effects.
I get the bone blocks from
Nether.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, those were added in 1.16.
Oh no.
Well, there's another update.
Although Biomes O'Plenty does also add some new biomes for the Nether as well, so there will be stuff to explore there too. Then the craft saddles and horse armor mod that Willis requested, so that basically it just adds crafting recipes to horse armor and saddles. And then the name tag tweaks mod, which also was requested by Willis, which allows you to name a name tag via a command, so you don't need anvils. And also, if an entity dies that had a name tag on, the name tag will drop. And then one that was suggested by Cango, which is called ore berries, which adds underground in caves. It adds berry bushes that are of specific ores, like iron ore berries or gold ore berries and copper ore berries, that sort of thing. There's also an XP ore berry bush, but yeah. And basically, you can pick those up, and if you place them down somewhere, they'll slowly mature and grow and expand. And they'll occasionally grow ore berries that you can harvest by right-clicking, and you can smelt them to get that particular ore. So it's just a way of passively getting a little bit of those, plus the XP ore berries are quite useful, because you can get experience points for those. And then the last one I put in is OptiFine, because it helps with performance, and also it allows you to zoom in by pressing and holding C, which is the one that we've got installed here as well. And so, yeah, that's the mods that I've got currently installed in the list.
Very interesting.
Roomsbuff says, and they occasionally bite you.
The ore berries, you mean? Well, they are prickly, so if you walk into them, it does sting a little, but they don't bite. Or was that what was that referring to? But yeah, so I think that's going to be quite a good combination. Yes. Okay. I think that's going to be quite a good combination of... Oops. A good combination of mods. So I think there's going to be plenty to explore and to build aesthetically. And with I think there's going to be enough variation with the core mods, like with Thorncraft and Prehistoric Nature, and also, I guess, Industrial Craft too, to not have it be boring for anybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yawn.
Although, if anybody has... I'll have a look at the Macaw's Bridges mod again and compare it with the other one to see
where it differs.
Yeah. But other than that, well, also the Jade, but other than that, does anybody have mods that they would really like to have included still? Or not?
I can think of.
I know that Hans might have some suggestions, because Hans was, well, as he said, he did quite a lot of mod pack building back in the day, so he might have some suggestions. But yeah, if you have them, speak now or forever hold your peace until we get to a different modded series.
I mean...
And by now, I mean within the next however many weeks it will be until we start.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah. Speak now, and the next 30 seconds, or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
No.
Although I would like maybe not anything too substantial, because of mainly performance reasons, because some of the mods that we've got are quite large, and so I really would like to avoid server lag as much as possible, but yeah, if you've got suggestions, I'd be happy to try them out and see if they work with the other mods.
No, not that one.
Not that one?
Sorry, no. I'm trying to keep my fairies safe. But my emeralds, they keep being thrown on the floor, and I've given them emeralds to pick up, so I don't want to...
By the way, Roomsword, if you have any suggestions, you can also voice them.
No, stay in there, you so-and-so's eye.
Careful.
Whoops. Yep, I saw it.
Yeah.
Get in there.
That was interesting. Might have a bucket of water, but interesting nonetheless. Basically lava.
Mm-hmm.
Why won't you restock?
He has to go to his workstation, which they only do a couple times per day.
Oh, okay, fellas. Well, out you go. I'll let you out. I thought that was your workstation. One at a time, gents. Come on.
Rooms Buff says, dynamic brakes.
Funny.
Marky says, I would suggest Minecraft Transit Railway, but it's only for newer versions.
Yeah, and I did think of things like Railcraft again, but I don't think that it's needed. And I'd really like to more so keep it to...
New stuff.
What?
New stuff.
Well, new stuff and or smaller selection of kind of main core mods that everything else around it supports.
There we go. That's better. Give me my emerald. Bloody hell, you want how much for a bell?
I think you must have hit one of them.
I really didn't though.
Maybe a while ago. Well, I don't know.
You just insulted him.
Probably. Hey, do you accept wheat? No? Okay.
Do you accept apologies?
No. You're petty. Gotcha.
Also, you forgot the LED lights behind you. Shadows.
Which ones? Oh, you mean...
The paper wall.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, well.
Leather horse armor. Barely know her. 1 emerald for a leather horse armor, though. That's good, and it gives you a lot of XP. Don't mind if I do.
Remember that tools that have mending on them will only repair if you're holding them in your hand when you get XP.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting my elytra.
Ah.
Ooh, I've become BFFs with this one.
Even selling blue armor.
Exactly.
How much do I have? Not that much. Is only efficiency... Oh, it's 4. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Huh.
Right, there we go.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to set up the the command block teleporter thing for the new area.
Oh yeah.
I wrote down the coordinates in the book, so should be easy enough to retrieve. Is that going to be enough?
Is this going to be on a completely new world, or are we going back to
No,
the one we were?
No, completely new world.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have all the mods from the other world.
Yeah. Because even though it's the right version of Minecraft, a lot of the mods that are added newly to this change terrain generation a lot, and a lot of the other mods would be installed, so yeah, new world. I'm really happy with my mining tunnel water elevator thing. Just so easy to get up and down to the lowest mining level.
Easy for you, not for us people that are scared of heights.
Yes. I agree with that. Emichu, did we just basically say the same thing at the same time?
Just trying to find the money-making tactic. Ooh, yeah, you only want... Wait.
Another good one can be paper, since you can easily make an automated sugarcane farm that can produce a whole lot of sugarcane.
Ashton. Alright, fairies, follow me! Woo. Be careful, I've got a few fireworks.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, I have some in my thingy. I have some in my
Shulker box.
Yeah. Good thing too.
Okay, that's gonna be quite nice. And yeah, like I said, this is just a shell for the general shape of the structure. If and when this gets built properly, it's of course going to have much more detail and much more varied block palette as well. So not just deep slate. Okay, so I've just got to do that wall. And then it's time to think about some of the interior. Maybe. Also, with the Hardcore Darkness mod, since we have OptiFine, you can turn on dynamic lights, which means that if you carry a torch in your hand or something, the light will actually be emitted from it. So that can make exploring the dark caves easier as well.
More atmospheric.
Yes. Speaking of which, I can actually just put this in my offhand and then it's better for the viewers.
Whoa.
Yay!
Whee.
Oh, there's just... There actually isn't that much sand above here as I thought. One might say that wasn't really necessary for the amount of sand that's above here. I disagree. Okay, so then just need to fill it in, and actually, I'm not sure if I've got enough or not. Oh yes, and inventory tweaks also. If you've got multiple stacks of one item, like for example, cobblestone or something, and you're building with it, and then the stack runs out, it automatically replaces the...
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, that's really handy. Oh, that's a thing that OpenBlocks adds as well, where... I'm not sure what it's called, I think it's something trowel, where if you're holding it and you're placing blocks with it, it'll randomly place a block in your hotbar, so you can easily put down random patterns of blocks if you like. Which might be useful.
Rimsbuff says, sorry, I forgot. Shell for the structure for what?
Either for the escape room thing or for parkour thing. Maybe both. Who knows? Which is what I wanted. Which is what I wanted to. One of the things that I wanted to build, but that's just quite a large project for the amount of time that I allocate to this per week. So I don't really want to wait until I've finished this to start with the modded, but might as well get started with it now because it's fun, and so that's what I'm doing. So let's have a look.
Ooh, as I said, if I find a villager that accepts wheat, I'm gonna be rolling.
Okay, so I think space-wise that's probably going to be good. Probably going to have enough space for like redstone and stuff like that as well inside. Actually, yeah, let's do the command block thing first. Don't want to forget about that again. Okay. Actually, no, that sand should be... Ooh, that's pretty much all sand. Sandstone goes in there. Is this already full of sand? No, so we'll put this actual sand in there. Keep that the way it is.
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding.
ding, ding, ding.
Come in.
No.
Fine, don't. Oh, I should have used the XP on the pick. Oh well.
How come this one is such a better map than this one? That's just what I haven't explored down there. I've had this map for God knows how long. Oh, God.
I couldn't tell you.
What is the point of a cartography table if you can't put them together?
I think you can lock maps so that they don't change from... so if you build stuff, so that it still shows the old thing. So if you've locked it, I think you can do that with a cartography table.
See, I just want to put these two maps together because game, it's not that difficult, please.
Isn't it?
No, look at it, easy peasy breezy. Oh, I'm so mad at myself for not realizing that's the same dang map.
Oh, have you been flying around 2 instances of the same area? On the map.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I was so annoyed at myself.
Whoops.
Oh, that's something I can do.
Get that flint and steel.
No. What?
Oh, there's so much more in here. I completely forgot I had all this.
Oh,
Ooh. That was a stumble.
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, you sound it.
Thank you.
Okay, just smelting all of that.
Or tumble, rather.
Yeah. It was a tumble, fumble, bumble.
Sure.
Okay, so the sand needs to go in there. And this one's... Oh, that's all sand as well. Actually, is it? Yeah. Okay, that needs to be transferred. Sure, just put that back. 1 second. Grab a whole bunch of sand from here. That over there. You don't by chance need sand, do you?
No, I'm alright, thank you.
You don't want like a chest full of sand?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, but no.
And that's all sandstone, which means that I'll take this from there and put that in here. There we go. I see it say it sorted it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so... where's the other
Oh,
stuff?
I forgot to say. Again, from that secondhand website, yeah, so I got my first ever ugly Christmas sweater.
Ah!
And it's not...
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah! And it's not complete, it's like not ugly because it's actually an quote-unquote ugly sweater from that show that I like.
Ah, that one.
That one. I may wear it Thursday, so I love it. It's so nice.
Nice.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
And it's baggy, and I like
yes.
baggy. What was that? I was going to say something. God dang it.
TP?
But yeah, I got the sweater. I guess it's it's. I've never seen it before. That sweater. So I'm like, oh my gosh, there are things out there about this show that I've known for 12 years and I still don't know about. Maybe it's a new one, I don't know, but I think I got it for a pretty good price.
Happy for you.
So thank you. It just reminded me because good for you is a quote from that show.
Right.
So.
Ah.
It's not just a quote from that show, but you know what I mean.
Okay. I do think that I need to make another shulker box for this.
God damn.
Yeah, I know. And all my furnaces are in operation, so I'll need to make another furnace. Unless I've got one in the building blocks chest. Yes, I do. Huh, good. Just temporarily put that out here. Sure, go ahead. Take it. Take it all, baby. Come and take my coal. It's a quote.
Really?
Is
Ish.
it?
It's a quote-ish.
Ish. Maybe.
Okay, so I suppose I should probably I should probably refill these just to make sure that I'm not wasting time with this. Sure.
Is there any way to make like the oak? So you've got the oak logs, and then you've got the oak wood, which is the bark all the way around it.
Yeah.
Are there slabs of those?
I do not believe so.
God dang it.
Oak slabs or
Like oak wood
Like
slabs.
the stripped slabs or the bark slabs.
oh no, I don't think so. I think you only can make slabs out of planks.
Minecraft, you give us so much, but you still leave us with not a lot.
Okay, I suppose I can start working on the entrance room. For which I will need propagules.
Bless you.
Mangroves.
Yeah. I suppose I should probably check how much I've got first, and then... Actually, no. First, I should probably harvest my crops to put them in into the composter, so I can get more bone meal. To then bone meal the propagules, so that I can get more saplings, and so that process is already underway, because it can take quite a while with only one composter. So this order makes more sense. Yes?
Sure.
Yes.
Good. Glad it's not just me. Also, Quark does also, one of the things Quark also adds is the ability to harvest crops with right-clicking them, which is so useful.
Yes. Yes.
I thought you were going to say it had a bar.
Well, who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe it's near the end gateway, even. Just the... Oh, actually, no, I'm going to put this in the composter first, and then I'm going to go get the potatoes, because my inventory's full.
I have some squatters.
You can't kick me out.
There's a law.
Yes.
But the law is rubbish. No squatters' rights. Get out. Get out. There you go.
The lore is rubbish.
Yeah. It is something that really annoys me with like the whole concept of squatters' rights. If you have an intruder in your house, it is illegal. But if you are away and they intrude and they decide to just stay there, then it's legal because squatters' rights.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if they
that
do.
whole thing sucks the way they do that.
Yeah, like that makes me like
It takes you several years to get them evicted.
exactly, and it's like if they just went in and then left, oh, that's illegal. But because they stay, that's not illegal.
Yeah, I don't know the details, so I can't comment.
And in the meantime,
that's the details.
they also trash your place, and while they're there, or before they do finally leave.
I know, it's like I mean, the law makes no sense. The law is rubbish. Squatters' rights, no.
That's what I say. Where a place I lived several years ago before I moved to Orlando, they built a house on the lot next door. You know, like a builder, contractors, whatever, they go around, you know, they build a lot of houses and then they put them up for sale.
Yeah.
And squatters moved into it.
Uh,
And before they got it sold, and then they couldn't sell it because they were in there, and it took them like a year to get them evicted. You know, they had to go through all of this stuff. And when they finally got them evicted, the squatters stole all of the major appliances, like the stove, the refrigerator. They ripped all of the copper wiring out of the walls. I mean,
aren't they pleasant people?
They basically destroyed the house so that it was just like an empty shell with, hollowed out walls. All the, half the walls had been ripped up because where they pulled out all of the wires and everything. So they ended up having to take a loss and, sell the house for like half of what it was originally worth.
See, this is what you do, right? You get a friend who's got nothing to lose, and you say, "Hey, I want to have a house in this area. Go squat, ruin it, and then I get half price." Sharon, I see you building a prison.
The next people moved in, like buying it as a fixer-upper, but they had to have electricians come in and completely rewire the house, and then put up new drywall on all the walls, get all the major appliances, the water heater, stove, refrigerator, and all of that stuff.
Well,
it was good for them. It was a newlywed couple that was their first starter home, so for them it worked out. But those people that destroyed it, man, and it's like, and they get away with it.
Yeah, because water is right. No, you don't have rights. This is not your property. Leave.
Yeah, but like I said, the thing I'm building over there, that's just the shell, and then eventually it'll be made to actually look somewhat good.
Okay. Can I squat there?
I mean, if you really want and you don't mind me building it around you, sure.
I'll just throw my bed down and you can build a house around it.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean that the big tree will then be vacant?
No, you can't squat here. No squat backs. No.
I mean, let's see.
I tell you, it's terrible air conditioning in here. You wouldn't want to squat here.
Termites.
Yeah, termites. It's terrible.
Right. Now, where did I put those propagules? There they are.
Keep your propagules to yourself.
Well, I wasn't going to give them to you.
Good. I didn't want them anyway.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I dropped a stick in the water. Come back here.
Just sounded so funny. I dropped a stick in the water. Come back here.
Come back here and let me turn you into a torch.
Interesting.
Oh, so I was watching this. See, when I say documentary, it is a documentary because the people put a lot of effort into it. So yeah, I'm going to say it. A documentary on YouTube about the whole genre of Minecraft manhunt.
Yeah.
And the ultimate, penultimate famous YouTube Minecraft
I know
YouTuber.
what you mean.
Yeah, him. Some of his getaway stunts, because they showed it in this documentary. I've never watched him, and I don't really care to, but they're dang impressive. If you want, I can send you the link to the documentary later. It's quite interesting.
Sure.
But yeah,
Maybe
some of the clips
interesting.
that they showed, it was like, oh my god. If that's not staged, respect.
Or even if it is staged, still difficult to pull off, though.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, have you seen those those stunts?
I've seen clips in other people's videos, but not the actual source material.
Is that the boat one?
I think I have seen a clip of that, yeah.
Yeah, that. Wow.
I've not seen.
I'll send the link later to the documentary. So it's not just about that YouTuber, it's about like this the manhunt mini game in general.
Oh yeah.
Really well made. Is that Piglin? The Piglin's still there.
Is he?
Yeah,
Ah.
chilling over there. Chilling. I'm gonna finish this bridge, actually.
Are you?
Yeah. It's gonna be painful leaving all my bone meal behind, though. I'm gonna have to get more bone meal? I don't wanna.
I mean nothing.
Uh-huh. Is it bad that I did just check your stream so you weren't using an invisibility potion?
Yes, it is. Because if I were, then you would have just spoiled the fun.
Well, you weren't. I did
How do you
check the
know?
particles. Well, I checked the particles first.
All you saw was someone doing stuff with furnaces.
But yeah, someone pumpkiny.
Maybe.
Ay, ay, ay. Better.
Better than what?
What it was before.
Look above you.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. I do apologise. I've cut off route to the tree landing pad. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. Now let's see how these furnaces are doing. Oh, they're there. I mean, I've got 6 furnaces going on full blast, and they're still not through all my stuff.
You got too much stuff, Dan.
Well, no, because I might need all that stuff.
Is that thunder outside, or is that the washing machine?
Interesting sentence.
Ooh,
Our
actually,
washing machine
Emichu,
is like so noisy.
Yes, yes, it is.
can everybody sleep, do you think? Is everybody able to...
Yeah.
Willis, are you able to sleep? Not in real life. No, not in real life. No.
Not again.
But I meant in game. Can you sleep in game? Do you have a bed or not?
Yeah.
Well, then could we skip to day, please?
Oh, I suppose. Doom-de-doom-de-doom. Oh, this is... I was gonna say, but this is going to change my respawn point now.
Thank you
well.
very much.
Oh, me and a few months back now, but me and a friend were playing Minecraft easy mode,
Yeah.
and I forgot that those things appeared if you don't sleep.
The phantoms, you mean?
Yeah. I didn't have a roof on my house at the time, and I was just and then just I was like, okay, right, sleep time. As soon as they appeared, I was like, oh right,
These exist.
yeah, you guys, hey. My
It's
friend
been
didn't
a
know about them.
long time.
Well, I said it's been never. How
Oh.
have you been? I've just met you.
I've just met
this is
you.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my bed, so please go away. I'm gonna sleep now.
Although it's odd because these phantoms that appear when you're sleep deprived, they're real things because you've got the drops from them even after you've slept, and other players can see them. So
It's the the in-game character's parents saying, "Go to bed."
so then Steve is actually, or Alex or whoever, is then just
Alex.
a pupae?
Yes,
Hmm.
it's all in their imagination.
Hem.
Ja.
Hem. There we go. There's a leaf in the sky.
Harump, harump.
Oh, thought you were talking to.
Nope. I was talking to the leaf. You think
Sure you were.
Officer.
You think I would talk to people?
So.
Right.
Also, I have an enchanted book of Curse of Vanishing.
That's not very useful.
I know, but it's cool. It's like the icon is real cool.
You mean, yeah, in the Lithos Reese pack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forget that's not vanilla.
Yeah,
Then
but
they've done a good job with it.
it is vanilla-like.
Yeah, it's nice though. Real
Yeah.
cool.
Well, the good thing with the mangrove trees is that at least as you're harvesting them, you get the root blocks, which you can build up with to get to the logs and so on.
Resourceful. Oh yeah, I gave all my lily pads to Blue. Good job, I got some more. What the?
What? What?
I think the zombie piglin is just outside my house.
Oh yes, definitely, the zombie piglin.
You sure? Sure.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do anything.
Oh, like that doesn't sound suspicious.
Well, it's not supposed to. Can you yourself? Ah, good.
Okay, well he's not there.
Maybe he was never there.
Oh, I can hear the portal going. There he is. Hey, bud. Can I interact with you? No? Okay.
Hey, bud, Metroliner. Can I interact with you? No? Aw.
a reference to?
Train
But
reference.
about the metro liner is a specific kind of train.
Ah.
And
Yeah.
EMU,
Yeah.
an EMU.
You were saying. Yeah, they just forgot to animate the doors.
Yeah, unfortunate. Hey, maybe that's why you can't interact with it.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
How to get a shulker shell then?
The crafting recipe is 4 popped chorus fruits in...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like 1 up, 1 down, 1 left, 1 right, and with the space in the middle.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into the nether. Not the nether,
The end.
The end.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, you have fun with that.
Thank you. I will try.
Well, I just find it very accommodating for you to abandon your tree.
Stop. Oh, do you need an ender pearl?
Hmm?
To get...
Oh, you mean
Places.
through the gateway?
Yeah.
Yes. Although you don't,
Oh.
you technically don't have to use the gateway. You could just bridge or fly across, but if you want to use the gateway, you've got to pretty much use ender pearls because it's a 1-block gap. Although actually, thinking about it, maybe you can crawl through if you bring a trapdoor. Maybe you can force yourself to crawl and then crawl through. That might be a thing. I don't know. You might be able to try that.
Oh, I forgot what the crafting recipe was.
Huh?
I forgot what the crafting recipe was for the pearl.
A snowball in the middle and then the warped roots on top, bottom, left, right.
I'm just gonna get some from the piglins.
Well, fine.
Right.
And
There
these
we
need
go.
more. More fuel.
Oh, I almost forgot my golden leggings.
Make a... You could make an animatic of that.
Oh?
It's like that little song of your Minecraft character rushing off to the portal and it screech, and then this little song of the... that could be...
Oh my god, there's so many.
Well,
They've been expecting you.
I guess that maybe that has something to do with blue, maybe?
No idea.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
I'm guessing they can't trade.
The zombified piglins do not trade. They
They-
either
They
ignore...
just eat your brains.
They either ignore you or they kill you.
They ignore you or they eat your brains.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's so
Binary.
yeah. Hey. No, baby piglings, no, you thieves. Gosh darn thievery in this here nether.
You're in broad daylight. Oh wait.
Right, throw your ender pearls, please. Nope. Quick before the baby piglin gets it. Sod that baby piglin. Ender pearls, please.
Did it work?
Nearly.
Good.
Patience. What's this? Soul speed too.
Yeah, that means that you can walk really fast on soul sand.
Cool. Fire resistance potion.
That can
Thank
actually
you
be
very much.
really useful, especially if you put ice on top, because I think that might double, although I'm not entirely sure on that.
Especially in the nether. That'd be useful.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that for now. How's the furnaces? Come on, you've got to be done soon. Ish.
Everybody
Okay.
pick up a bit of gold. And the pearls, please.
And the pearls, please.
This is just so funny.
Hmm?
One at a time, gents. One at a time. you not want the gold?
Yay, 2 of my furnaces are finished. Although I am going to quickly take that coal out while those work.
I am not getting much luck here.
You know, I do have enough that I could spare 2 pearls.
Oh, I got some.
My resources are dwindling a bit with those.
I got some, thank you though.
Maybe it's likelier that they'll throw those at you if you give them gold blocks.
If you threaten to take your business elsewhere.
Yeah. I have other piglins to
Attempt
trade with,
to.
you
I'm
know.
not a piglin.
I've got a pumpkin to do it.
Yeah. I know the truth of what you think of me now. And it's not pretty, I tell you.
Aw, piglins are adorable.
Piglins are evil.
See, there you go.
Everybody,
The only thing piglins are good for is making bacon.
I think I'll put this room in the middle-ish. So then I've
It's so
got...
fun just having them all just throw
Flop.
stuff at you.
Oh yeah.
Does that apply to real life as well?
No. Unless it's gifts. Yes, please.
Gifts.
Gifts.
Hmm.
Here you go. That's it. I'm afraid that's all I've got. Yay. Water bottle? Who gave me water? You cheapskates.
Although, considering that you're in the nether...
I suppose. Don't defend them.
What do you mean, them?
The piglins.
I should probably put a torch in my offhand. Yeah, I do like the way that the mangrove wood looks with the deep slate.
Ooh, I've got soul speed 1 and 2.
Nice.
Oh, it's fireworks.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
just heard some now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bang, 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 bang.
Basically, yes.
Quite
Is it a good
distant.
impression? Is it a good impression?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Blackstone.
Okay, so this is going to be the entrance room. I'm probably going to need a piston door or something.
Language.
Yes, well recognized.
Crying obsidian, so pretty.
Right, so... Is that large enough? Yeah, it should be large enough. So then...
Right, here I go. Oh boy. I rolled the end again.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't need the map. I don't need the map. Ah.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. Can you make a map in the nether? Not the nether,
I
in
don't
the,
think
at the
so.
end, sorry.
No, actually the end, maybe. I don't know, I've never tried that.
I shall give it a go.
Okay, so if this is the entrance, I have pistons there, a block there, comes down. Then if I have a, I need a T flip-flop around there for that to open and close.
Right. Oop.
I should have brought my redstone box. I'm gonna bring my redstone box. that is a little obvious. Well, I suppose it should be a little bit obvious, otherwise nobody would
It is a
ever
prison.
see it.
It is a prison. It's an escape room.
Prison-themed escape room.
Oh, come on, one! It's one short! Okay.
Oh, there's some ender pearls and blaze powder already here. Cannonball! That was a bit.
Wabash cannonball.
That was a bit of a disappointment.
Listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar. Yes, no? Okay.
Sure.
So,
Okay, so that.
can I make a? You can. Cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that either.
Okay, that is sand, and that is sandstone. So the sand goes in this one, which is full, which means the sand goes in this one, and then the sandstone goes in that one, and this I can break, and then actually are these ones? Yeah, that wouldn't fit. So I'll put that one in the upper wood chest. And then I'll need to remember to take my redstone chest, my redstone shulker. Hem, there we go.
Can you break these things? These like crystal things?
Ooh, don't. They explode if you punch it.
Oh, thank you.
Oops. Sure, go ahead.
Try it. I dare you.
I'm sure you'll get a bang out of it.
Okay. Here we go.
Ah, yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
That is a pretty nice tree you've got there.
Stop.
What do you mean? It is a pretty
I
nice tree.
I said no squat backs.
Okay, so cobblestone I'll put away. Well, actually, I should probably keep some of it for the redstone stuff. And then, yeah, over there to the big structure. Right, so what have we got in here? Well, actually, yes. About that, I need slime balls. Okay, sure. I think there was just sugar and a bucket of water? Question mark? Actually, do I still have sugar up there? I think I might have some. Although maybe I don't. No, I don't think I do.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Well, now I have half a stack of sugar. And that is a definite. What is not a definite, however, is the recipe. I think it was like that. Yeah, there we go. And then this, I guess I'll just put in here with random other stuff. Although, nah, I'll put it into... well, that doesn't fit in there. That should really go into random stuff, but random stuff is full-ish. Does that stack? There we go. Which means I'll need to convert 2 of these pistons into sticky pistons, but I did actually have them here. Elytra do make things a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
Willis, are you sure that you wouldn't like us to spawn an Elytra in for you? I'm sure everybody would be fine with it.
A what?
An Elytra.
Eh. I'd rather spawn in a jetpack.
Oh.
Okay, so gonna need a... How did that work again? Actually no, it was just 2 redstone torches, some dust, yes?
How do you get back?
Huh?
How do you get back?
You throw a pearl through another gateway. That's why I
Like
gave
any
you...
gateway?
Hmm?
Like any gateway?
Any gateway, and it'll bring you back to the main island.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'll need a button, which I do not have, so I'll make one.
Oh, I don't like that noise.
Mwahahaha. Okay, that's a nice little T flip-flop there. Which means I'll need... Actually, that's the wrong block. I need to build it over here. So that comes in like that.
Should those be slabs? Marble slabs?
No. Because I need it to carry a redstone signal underneath, and that doesn't go through slabs.
Mm-hmm.
So if I bring that there, then I would need to invert it like this. Yeah. Okay. I suppose I could bring that up to here, and then put a torch on the side there. Put that there. Will that work? No, it has to be on the level. And then if I bring this up, then that'll... Although, actually no, what am I doing? Why did nobody tell me that I was already doing it the wrong way?
You're doing that the wrong way.
Thank you. Was that too much to ask for?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Okay, if I put that in that, and then put dust down there. No, that needs to... Oh, maybe I do need to invert it, because if that's coming in from a double... Yeah, because this needs
an
to...
end ship. An end city. Cool.
Ooh, maybe the end ship has an elytra, and then you can give it to someone, or you can keep it to yourself. AKA Mohaha.
Oh, ow. Okay, imagine if I died right there.
Whoops.
Better not.
Instant health. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
There we go. That's shut that. That should open it. If you go through, it hits you and shuts behind you. Okay.
Oh, is this a lightning rod? Or a blaze rod?
This needs to, well, I guess and this needs to be glass. That's the difference. That needs to be red stained glass.
What about pink?
No.
Oh, an end rod. Cool.
And then this needs to be where the walls go, so that it's actually blocked, which means I need to fly back and go grab some
Is
red
this the
glass.
end? Oh, that's cool. I like that.
You can put it on your head as well.
Oh,
And then put it on your head and then walk around in third person. Like from the front.
hold on, I need to. That's so cool. That's so cool. Ah, I'm gonna forget I'm wearing that. It's so dumb. I love it.
Yeah.
Try looking at yourself in third person while you're walking.
Okay, hold on. It's so dumb. It's amazing. Oh, someone's already been up here.
That may have been Mr. W.
Oh, I love it so much.
I can tell. Okay, then I need to set up a... I should just grab a whole bunch more wood, shouldn't I? I think... actually, no, I've got plenty. Well, I should make a crafting table down here.
Where would the elytra be?
It would be in the end chip, at the back.
There was a brewing stand.
Actually, no, it should be at the front, inside the ship at the front. So you go down the stairs, go around the other way. But if there's a bridge going to it, then I think the chances of there be... Yeah, someone's taken it.
Oh, this is so cool. Right. What? Ha! Not today.
You sure about that?
No. It might bite me in the butt saying that.
That it might very well.
Whee!
Okay, so...
Ian. Hello.
How do these...
An ender chest.
Ooh.
Oh wow, a diamond sword.
Interesting.
Okay, so how do the locking hoppers work again? Because...
Oh, sorry. I thought you could just take the ender chest.
Didn't do silk touch.
I have silk touch.
Okay, well, let's see. If I put
What the hell is that noise?
Nothing.
That sounded like a machine gun.
It's nothing, I'm sure.
No, genuinely, it sounded like a. Brrrr.
I believe you.
Maybe just end soundscape.
Maybe.
Rimsbuff. Rimsbuff says, looks like Scrooge McDuck's money bin.
Yeah, at the moment, yes.
It does.
So I'm trying to remember how to make hopper item filters. So you've got a chest, and you've got a
Hopper.
hopper feeding into that, and then I think you have to have a hopper that it can pull from, but doesn't point into, I think. So if I have another one there, and if I put an item in there, it'll just feed through. Go in there. But I think I need to lock that one underneath.
I forget I don't have my feather falling boots.
Oh.
Ah, I see.
Also, do people want to show off what they've built?
Another chest. Yeah. Come here.
End chest.
What did I say?
Nether chest.
Oh, sorry. It's just so much easier to say.
Yeah. But yeah, So-
Yeah, because that needs to...
Mending. Don't mind, buddy.
don't mend if I do.
Ah, silk touch. You can't fool me again. Come here.
Because then it's on top, and then I need to invert that signal.
Gotcha.
Lovely. So do people have some stuff to show off today?
Well, not much. I just gave Cango a few bricks so that he can build his thing a bit quicker.
Oh, thank you as well.
And I built the start of this large structure, and I'm starting to do a little bit of redstone here. That's pretty much everything.
So do people want to get Charlie's stream up so they can see without teleporting?
Yeah, I've got it up.
Okay. Then show us around again.
What do you mean, again? It's like, here's the big box.
Oh.
There's the entrance. And then here I'm trying to set up a door with an item hopper with a filter attached to open and close. Well, to open if you put a certain thing in, and then to close when you go with the pressure plate. The closing bit works because if I simulate the item filter with a button, it opens, and then as soon as you go over the pressure plate, it closes behind you, and then it stays closed.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, this is currently what I'm trying to figure out again.
That's very nice. I
Because
remember you did something like this off stream
yeah, once upon a time.
a few years back.
Yeah, because
It looks good.
Yeah, it's true. Especially flying around.
do I not have any more repeaters?
Oh, that's the one I broke. Whoa.
How does one make repeaters? Is it 2 torches and redstone and some...
Just repeat
stone?
what you've done.
Mwahaha. I think it's smooth stone, isn't it?
Ow.
Probably.
I go in here and then look at this thing. Repeater.
Yes, it is.
Now, I do thankfully have quite a significant...
Amount of smooth stone.
Yeah, because of silk touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whoever was here missed a lot of stuff.
Maybe they were only interested in one thing and one thing only.
The one thing that is not here.
Hold on, does this have to be in the
I saw
top
that.
slot? Oh. Okay.
No, this is where I've been before. Isn't it?
Hmm.
Oh, sure.
So do others have things to show off?
Not me.
Mm-hmm. Willis?
Not really yet.
Okay. Then I suppose we should just play until 11 p.m. UTC.
This is... Does that work like this? No. Hold on. If this is too...
Okay.
Rimsbuff says thumbnail. That's a good point.
Actually, I think I need to extend this by 1.
So do people want to take a thumbnail or?
Yeah, I'm heading back in a minute.
Okay.
I think like that, maybe? Because then... If I, say, for example, put a stack in, and that should...
Every time I go in the inventory.
Yeah, that should work. Maybe?
dumb.
I wonder who had the idea to add that as a feature.
Ah!
Okay, 22.
Marky says, what about a fingernail? Yeah.
Okay, so 22 is the magical total.
Magic number.
Finger toe.
Huh.
It's so dumb. I love it.
Which means... Do I have enough resources to just replicate this over here? Well, yes I do, good. Of course I do! And then that needs to connect over there, but I could easily just build this over on this side instead. So if that's ground level, that means I need to go down one more block. But I can just put it here like that.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. Okay, I'm back. How do I get home? Oh, that's the portal. Run 'em out! Not the credits! No!
No.
There we go.
Skip it.
I guess that's your time done on the server.
Whee! Dumb.
Sometimes the dumbest things are the funniest.
It is, it's so dumb. I love it.
Oh, although... If I build it like that, then... I won't be... Actually... No, I wouldn't be able to do that. It has to be offset by one... So yeah, no, I need to bring that back one block.
I don't want anyone to say anything to Blue, Mr. W, or Hans. I don't want anyone to say anything, and I want people just to act like it's a normal skin.
Sure.
Please and thank you.
Why not?
Will do.
Thank you.
Can do.
Okay, so then
Well,
I
that's
need...
actually made me tear up. That's so cute. Oh.
So then I need a comparator output from here. That needs to go one block there, then one block there, and then that needs to invert the signal. So I'll need a... Actually, what is... Hold on, where is that guy? There's a wandering trader around, hold on.
Oh.
Well, I can't see him. Ah, he's... Here. Hello. Oh, he wants to give me blue orchid. He wants to give me a blue orchid.
Ooh.
No. There might be someone who's interested in that. They supposedly live in that big tree, but they haven't been seen for a while.
I'm back.
But I don't know that.
Oh yeah, it's metagaming. Sorry.
Neither does your character.
My
Exactly.
character isn't.
Okay, so then if I invert the signal here, how am I gonna get it across to?
A thumbnail with this head on. Yeah.
Ooh, although actually it might be best if I take this one.
Although Hans and Mr. W may see that
Oh,
if I post the... Well, I don't post
but-
it, because...
Yeah,
No.
don't post this one.
I was about to say, because I post the archive once it's up, but it's not my stream, so I'm not doing that.
I am a grown adult. Why is this so funny?
Why should that change anything?
Whoops, that's a...
Depending on how you stand in its state. Oh.
Okay, so, oh, I need an
That's
apple.
great.
Why did no one pick this up? This is amazing.
I was never in the end.
What is that thing?
Can you just place it? Oh, you can place it.
If you power it with redstone, that still does the animation.
If you just break it, does it? Can you get it, or like? Do
No,
you have to
you get it back if you break it.
Haha, fooled you.
yeah, literally. I would be heartbroken.
That applies to all of us.
Oh.
My, what large eyes you have. I.
Put that on top of an armor stand.
Oh.
Actually, hold on. And breathe. Where did I... Oh, there we go.
No.
It actually works.
Oh, but it doesn't like.
I guess they're not meant. I guess armor stands aren't meant to interact with redstone.
Anyone home?
Me?
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha! Yeah. So crazy. Oh no. Hold on.
Oh, hello. It appears. Are you squatting here? Just crouching.
Hold on.
By the way, is the sound of the bell muffled if you're inside? Or can you...
A little bit, yeah.
That's good. But yeah, the head also looks different in Vanilla Resource Pack, which Showers has, apart from the autumn bits. Does the autumn... Does your Resource Pack...
Oh.
Showers, does your Resource Pack...
Go on, use the elytra. Go on. Go on.
Oh. Ah!
No! Server restart, what?
Yeah.
5 minutes. I mean,
Got it.
We're supposed to end in 5 minutes anyway, pretty much.
Well, I need to... Yeah.
Technically 7.
I think it works better on your head.
No, I'm trying to...
Showers, does your resource pack change the
Hold
Ender
on a
Dragon textures? I think it's just
Oh, are
vanilla
you
one.
trying to make it do
Hold
the
on a minute.
animation?
Yeah, hold on a minute, hold on. No. Hold on.
I can do that for you if you like. Is it doing it?
Yes, wool
Ah.
slabs isn't a thing, huh?
Nope. Oh, that's where the... I see.
What, is it not doing it for you?
No, it is. It's just that's where the axe is on the other side.
Hey, could you put the redstone torch on the other side of the...
Now,
I'm
you could put a lever there, but then there would
Yeah,
be...
I'm not keeping it up there.
Okay.
It's just...
Right, so do you have anything else you would like to show? Also, look behind you.
Hello.
Hello.
Jump the lever back.
Nah, nope. Right. So do you have anything else you would like to show? Or is that?
That's it.
Willis, do you have anything you would like to show on stream or not?
Not yet.
Okay. In which case...
Could we have one last shot of Emichu flying with that on...
I mean...
Sure. I can do it from a...
Oh, why is that not working?
Yeah?
I can do it from like a third person.
Oh yeah. I mean,
why is
Chowder's... The Chowder, like...
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, of course, that needs to go lower.
So are we taking a thumbnail or not? Thumbnail?
Thumbnail. Thumbnail, nobody.
Do we have time?
If
Yeah.
we teleport
Yeah, but
Willis,
where are we gonna take the thumbnail though?
If we teleport Willis.
What about the new prison?
Sure, we can have the redstone stuff, although we don't have long.
So
Willis?
if Willis wants to be teleported up, over?
Willis, would you like to be teleported?
I suppose.
I don't need to be teleported. I'm already here.
Do you need your original coordinates? Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hmm.
Look.
You're a dragonfly.
Yes.
It looks like you got little dragonfly wings on the back.
Oh, hell yeah.
That makes you look like a dragonfly. Yeah.
That's perfect.
And then I need... Yeah, so... Alright, thumbnail. If everybody just...
So where did you get that?
The nether.
If everybody
No,
just
the
kind
end.
of...
Oh, the nether, the end.
If everybody just kind of lines up
ship.
here, then...
End ship.
Hold on, let me have a look at the stream. Is it like
It
synced
was... Willis, it was at the very bow of the end of an end ship.
up? Hold on, I probably should take it off.
If you don't want it spoiled potentially for Hans and Mr. W, then
Hold on.
probably best. And Blue.
There we go. That's a nice thumbnail. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now... Right, is that a... I need a comparator.
It looks like it's just smiling with this resource pace. Yeah.
Yeah, so Sharis, I thought you could perhaps, Emichu, if you'd take a firework and flew out of the big structure, if Sharis could get a shot of that, perhaps.
If you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you mean like... from down here, or...?
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Well,
Okay, I'll
screenshot.
try and
I just
I'll
meant
try
like
and-
a camera, but yeah.
Hold on.
hold on. What I'll do, I'll go up there and I'll kind of like swoop down.
Okay. Much.
Yum 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 yum. Elegant. Alright. I'll try and land on that shulker box.
Oops.
No! Server restart.
Oh well.
Oh, don't close it. It comes back on like real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, although it takes a long while to disconnect from the world. That's, I think, also why it takes so long to go to the nether, because it has to disconnect from one world and reconnect to the other.
Hmm.
Ah.
Which is less than fortunate.
I
However...
don't think the shulker box wanted me to land on it.
However, on the plus side...
I'm back.
However, on the plus side, the redstone that I was trying to get to work actually did work in the end. So,
Lovely. In the end.
well, it would work there as well, but you know.
Oh, perfectly lined up.
Okay, so it's those 2 months. Let's have a look at Jade and the Bridges one, and then that's
Consult Hans
and then that's
Mr. W.
yeah, and then
Blue.
that's all good from you three's perspectives. Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
Oh.
suppose.
Is there anything for the cats for Blue?
Well, Blue did post a link in Twitch chat
Yesterday night.
and I said that they should post it on Discord if they want me to see if I can add it, and it wasn't posted, so I'm not sure if that was a genuine request or if it was just a joke.
I think it might be a genuine request.
Well, but I did specifically say that if it's meant for me to be look at it to see if it's
Yeah.
added, to post
Maybe
it
they
on
missed-
Discord,
maybe
but
they
it
missed
wasn't
that.
done. So
Yeah, I think she's been busy. Hello.
hello, go.
Right. Stand by the shulker box.
Well, I wanted to have Willis on the side, so that to have...
Oh, should I come at you then instead of the shop?
Yeah.
Or this for something that's not you. Right, ready?
Just don't hit the wall behind us.
Zoom! As the dragonfly splats into the wall.
Aww.
Was that any good, or do I need to keep my head up?
No, that was good, I think.
Hold on, one more. One more.
I can post it on Discord.
It's a bit large.
Hold on.
Sure.
Ah!
Hold on.
It's
You can
huge.
have a look at it.
As the dragonfly smashes onto the windshield.
Have a look at it on Discord.
Is it in purple now?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Well, no, it's in...
Oh, no. I need to lift my head up. Right. Ready? Last time.
Sure.
No.
Oh. Yes?
Right.
Go.
Is that better?
It's interesting. Have a look.
It's too huge.
It's fine, it would take too long to downsize. Be there in a moment.
Oh, wait. Purple Lounge. They can see that in the Purple Lounge plush.
Oh no!
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Purple Lounge plush.
I've seen them. Delete them.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Was that good enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whee!
Alright.
Good.
Alright, where are we now? I gotta go all the way back.
Are you gonna teleport Willis, Paradise?
I do not know the coordinates.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Willis does.
Okay. So if you post the coordinates in Twitch chat, not sorry, Twitch chat, minigame chat, Shadows can teleport you.
Yep.
I don't know what the coordinates are there.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's...
But the off-stream bit, don't we have the coordinates for that general area? And then you can just make your way there from that?
Oh, this is... Never mind.
Roomspot says, thanks and good night.
Good night.
Yeah, so Shadows, are you gonna...
I don't... Where did you put them? Where are the coordinates?
Where are they?
If you tell me the coordinates, then I can teleport.
I think he's looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Willis, you looking?
What? I don't have the coordinates written down anywhere for the new place.
Ah, okay. Well,
Although Emichu, you did come across it when you were just exploring, so do you know the general area perhaps?
Oh, hold on a minute. It was... Oh, you mean the off-stream bit?
Yeah,
Oh,
where
hold on a
Willis
minute.
was.
Hold on. Here
I'm already there.
Oh,
It is pinned in the PLP chat that I've just sent it again.
oh yeah. Oh, I see.
Already made it there.
Yeah, I remember.
Sorry, I thought you meant your treehouse.
Mm-hmm.
okay, this redstone does still have a
Okay,
couple
so-
of bugs to iron out, but that's okay.
Hmm. Alright,
Anyway, good night, everybody.
indeed.
Bye.
See you
Bye-bye.
all on Wednesday for D&D.
Possibly.
Good night.
Bye.